So, Stefan, you've given us some very good insights into what can go wrong with property investing, or at least things that people need to consider. But let's finish this sort of development module on a positive. You can make money, and serious money, right? We've all seen sort of Timmy Gurner in the news giving people crap about, smashed avocado and stuff, and that bloke looks absolutely minted. So, what what can people expect if they are successful in investing in property?
Well, you only go into a development if you can see some sort of a profit in it. I know myself, I reinvest all my profits. So I'm not looking to pull money out of it. I want to build up some sort of a legacy portfolio. And probably same with Tim Gurner, that's why it just keeps churning along. When it comes to actually what numbers do you want to look at in order for the development to work? So there's two main things you need to look at. So the return on your money and the actual profit on the project. So when you look at the profit of the project, you want to look at, so if all my costs add up to $2 million and I walk away with $2.5 million, I've made a $500,000 gain on my $2 million spent, therefore I've made 25%.
Yep.
So you typically want to look at maybe anywhere between at least a 15 to 20% profit on a project. Right. Then that relates to, all right, what's the return on my cash? The return on my cash is, how much finance can I use and how much debt can I use so I don't have to use my own money?
Yeah.
That you want to target, because if you can debt up a property or debt up a development, you want to target a return of somewhere between 50 and 80%, sometimes higher. We like to target a 100% return if we can, but you've got to think about it over a time frame. So while on the entire project, that might be the goal of the return. You got to, if you work it out on a per annum basis. So if you want to get an 80% return on your money over a 2-year period, that's 40% per annum.
Right.
Now, that's what a lot of people typically don't think about when they go to develop. They might think, I'm going to make 30% on this development. It's going to be great. All right, but how much money are you making each year?
Mm-hmm. And that's where this young Stefan with his times tables on the wall, and of course your financial planning degree has a little bit of an advantage over the average developer, right? Because that's the way your brain is trained.
Yeah, look at the numbers, but understand the strategy. The probably the biggest thing is, while you might do your numbers, understanding your strategy and your sales strategy, and then pop in what is your after-tax return and after GST return.
Right.
Because what a lot of people don't realize is when they sell a property and they develop it and they sell it, they're running a business, so they need to pay GST on the sale.
Mm-hmm.
They can claim GST along the way, which is great. But they also need to pay taxes at the end of the project. Unless you've got a structure set up where you can reinvest those profits, you don't have to pay taxes. But if you're just developing through your own name or through a family trust and you want to claim a 50% capital gains tax exemption, then you're going to be paying tax. Yeah. So take that into consideration, because so many people forget about their after-tax return. And that's what really matters, because that's how much you're going to be left with.
Yeah. It's all very well to sort of stand back and say, I built that, but if your return was 5%, then you probably could have done it with a lot less stress and grey hairs and legal disputes.
You want to say, I built that and I made money off that.
Yeah, that would be even better.